All right, let's get this game going. Hopefully everything's working the way it need to be working. What's going on? What's going on? Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? I got a little too much going on. All right, let's go uniforms first. All right. Let's go ahead and go with that goal. Let's see, we're gonna have to resend it. That's all right. I forgot they similar colors.
A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Just can't let these little speedy receivers go crazy. And we start out with the ball first.
LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Looking for room, it's Haynes. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
They booted away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground.
All right, defense. Offense let us down. Not really. We see it.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little room. Past the 30. There he goes. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game.
Sneaks into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Fires to the middle.
Come on, man.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
There ain't much. Can't let me catch.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, going to the air. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The give on the counter.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
They'll go right back to him. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, running back on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air.
Don't catch that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 1st down. The quick out. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
All right, so that's
and what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Nice to run, kid.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gives it on the option. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Returns it down to the 35-yard line as they cash in on the opportunity to force a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Takes a hit as he fires. Got a man, it's Moore. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen. They want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly. Complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They just keep firing. Trying to set up the screen. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screenplay on third down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they pick the right opportunity. They get the third down conversion and a new set of downs.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. On the run, it's Durham. Turning it on! Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line.
I can't turn back around.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Gets it to him on the screen. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the option. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them, and I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Quick handoff. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead is even bigger. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on 1st down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint, but does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the 1st down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Thank you.
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive.
Thank you.
Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, You throw interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. There he goes. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolverines! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
From the gun. Got his man on the right.
Let's go.
He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5.
Hey, man, we're trying to be so
really
fancy,
disciplined
man.
job by the
SBR,
coverage unit to
yard.
get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Makes it past the marker. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Leaves it with the back. That's a live ball. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
That was the fumble. That was the fumble. That was the fumble, bro.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. We'll send the tight end in motion. The give. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down.
And a play like that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback keeper. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Johnson looking to throw. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll run for it.
I can't get that.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU.
I thought I was going to get that.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Dang, turnovers, man.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They're up by 11 over UAB. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for space. It's Marshall. Nice move there. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Now the play fake. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
when it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A 4th down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big 4th down.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The quarterback in now.
From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he can't complete the 1st pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They'll toss it to the left. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the 1st option, playing the 2nd option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. Got him downfield. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Hey, third down and short, you know the quarterback absolutely is going to be a part of the run game. The defense was not fooled, flew up, made the tackle, stick that fist in the air, fourth down coming.
Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Davis will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third down, he drops to throw.
Oh, come on.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
After that incompletion on third down, you're not quite in panic mode yet on offense, but the sense of urgency is really ratcheting up because you're down 2 possessions, not a lot of time left on the clock. You have got to find your best playmaker right here on fourth down. This could be the game. This is a play you absolutely have to make.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
Now on the option. Now the pitch.
Move instead.
Got some room in into the goal line. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Watch my dude, Chess.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you...
And he'll finish the line out of the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick.
Really? I understand.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Davis looking to pass. That's reeled in. It's Gary. Breaks into the open. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got his man. Bulldozes his way through. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
I see my other quarterback ain't been back in. I don't know what happened to him.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. The give and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Sends it back in motion. Johnson wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Stands in and takes the hit.
Why would you run away?
Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt.
Oh, come on, come on.
Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Marshall. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. The Wolverines will move the sticks with the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Davis will throw. Got a man. It's Marshall. Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I wanted.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Right on target this time.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on 3rd.
Oh, that wasn't him. I thought he was A.
Downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
He wasn't A.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down.
How you not catch that?
Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Rifles it down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Johnson looking to throw. Under fire.
Stop playing.
They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W.
I see you definitely got to be good.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
He killed me in the rushing game. A lot of big plays this side. And him being left-handed kind of threw me off a little bit too. Hayes with bomb, crazy. Let's see who made these. Everybody dropped the pass. He dropped one. Gary dropped one. Sinclair. Even Moore dropped one. Okay. A lot of our pass. And we only got one side. Turnovers, so we gotta clear that up. Passing, I think we did decent. Rushing though. Longest was 45 and he had 2 for 20. So 45 is longest, another 20, let's say 65. So yeah, really 60 yards. It's just those other two just make it worse. And then who is this? His tight end? 6'7". I should pay more attention to his tight end. I was more concerned with his receivers than anything. But I see it. I see how it's going. I definitely see how it's going. We'll be back. We'll be back. Until next time, folks, I'm up out of here.